The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 60 yards, 58 to Mike. Let's go one more.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Second down and inches. Flush to his right. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Shut! Put the flag. Let's go right here now. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Defense, our time. It's our time.
Here's a second and 7. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second and 4. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Good. 180. 57 to Mike. Run.
On first down, it's Oliver. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5.
Hey, let's go. Interception all day, baby. Let's get this.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Great pick. Good job. That was a great pick. Good job.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Good. 180. 54 Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield stepping up. He's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down, Titans.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check three.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Don't say nothing. Point it right.
They run. It's Oliver. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right 54. Let him know.
Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They'll run on first down. It's Oliver. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now, it's Oliver. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Alert.
They run it here with Oliver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield forced out to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill.
And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Mayfield now. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. It's Hill, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Set. 180. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Rest. Hey, alert 33. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Penny. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. It's a gain of 34.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Point it right.
57, Mike 57.
Hey, wahoo!
Mayfield to throw it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Hey, alert!
On the run, it's Oliver. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. That's it.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their play ball. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The throw over the middle taken in. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
First down, Mayfield. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by David Long. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Penny, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by Penny. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Get that quarterback at all costs.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies?
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On first down, Oliver. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to regain the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We ain't beginning to tear you up.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's a carry for Oliver. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
180. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they've got it in the red zone now. Down at about the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
I got him.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield out to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This is fielded at the goal line. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw it? And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Looking to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll look to throw. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taylor now returning it. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, 20. Watch the run, watch the run.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he'll find Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 12-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter does this out and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back. Push him back.
They're going to look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass.
Following the interception, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And this is caught at the 8th. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll drop the throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it'll bring up third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6, and the Bills cut into that lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Titans are going to recover the football. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback. Bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Good. 180. I'm coming.
On the counter, here's Jones. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Tennessee.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Let's make these babies.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Yannick Ngakoue, his second sack of the night.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Check three, check three.
Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You better be afraid of me. Echo.
2nd and 10. And the grab by Croft. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They'll look to throw here. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Titans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But it's in, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.